Hello again, everyone. Hopefully that second exam went pretty well, because we're going to start moving on in here to our third unit, which is our longest unit and generally considered our most difficult unit. It's kind of a jump in complexity here for what we're talking about. I might even say it's a little bit too much of a jump, not because you all can't handle it, but because there are certain things that kind of have to be done through the calculator and through tables, and I'm not a big fan of hiding math behind technology, but it's still important enough that it's worth discussing even though we can't quite see every detail. So we're going to start here with section 5.1. And 5.1 is among the most important sections in this book. We get three, arguably the top three most important in this unit, where 5.1 is the start of looking at what's called the normal distribution, which is kind of the basis for everything else we do in this class. It's the premier continuous distribution. We're going to come to understand that by the end of this chapter, where 5.1 is about what things are going on with distribution functions, continuous distributions, a special construction called the standard normal distribution, and some ways we can talk about values and probabilities associated to normal things. And then 5.2 is going to be a bit more generic about normal distributions. We're not just standardizing anymore. We're not just looking at z-values. We're talking about broader spectrum normal distributions because a lot of things are or can be forced into a normal distribution type of pattern. And then for this week, done with our exams, so we're back to standard scheduling with a worksheet and some MyLab assignments, but for week 8, I don't have a pre-assessment for you guys. Instead, it's about halfway through the semester, so I like to give my students a chance to let me know how things are going, if there are things that they might want more of, less of, just to be changed in some way. I've got a feedback survey for you all. It's not directly graded, but if you get back to me on that, I may give some more assignment drops. It really depends on participation there, how many people get in there. If enough get in there, you might even get a little bit of extra credit, but I don't think that'll happen. Anyway, no pre-assessment for next week, a little bit more time for this. But for now, though, let's get started with that stuff with the normal distribution. And I'll say here, because this is really important and some of the stuff's a little bit different, I'm going to start off here in a little bit of a different way than we're used to, giving a bit more context for what we're going to see.